It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Warriors. They've put it all together over the course of their last 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They've played at a high level all year long, make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Jazz. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Exum is out there with George Hill. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. Hill's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Jazz.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Green with a screen on Hill. Durant in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Toronto.
Jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Now here's Durant. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Here's Green. No good. Hayward with some nice D. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside Hill. Fires from the wing. Thompson for 3. Utah with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt. That's how to make your mark on the board, with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
And really, those types of possessions, guys, can be really demoralizing for the defense. No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Now, here is Hill. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Gobert can't hit.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him. You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
Kevin, he told me he stressed to his players that what he wanted more than anything tonight was the extra pass. He said, we have a lot of guys on this roster that can be factors on offense. As long as we're keeping everyone involved, we can overwhelm teams with our scoring. Let's see if they can keep the rock moving and share the ball, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan centered around their offense.
Something for this game. I mean, if they can get off to a good start offensively, everything else should come together.
Well, what happens if they don't get off to a fast start? I mean, they'll be scrambling looking for answers. We'll see if that approach works for them.
And the shot is good. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Green, and Hayward with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. And here's Golden State. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Curry. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Ahead. And good on the assist by Durant.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, no splits here, partner. One team will have bragging rights, and a win tonight is the first step.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hood's checked in. And here is Hill. Feeds it to Hayward. 11 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
It's Curry with the drive. Gobert with the block. Hayward against Thompson. Here's Hood. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Curry passes to Green. Thompson outside. Green the screen. Thompson is double. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Hood. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the pass to Gobert. High post try. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way. It's Thompson off the drive. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Jazz trail by 5. Hill dishes to Hood. To the paint. Gobert the screen. Favors against Green. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Favors.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup, because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 3. The wide open look for Durant from outside off the mark. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hill with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Now the dish to Hood. He kicks it to Favors. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Favors got 6.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Ezeli. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. They get Derek Favors.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
The Warriors have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Ezeli. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Draymond Green.
They have not moved. Just leave them alone. So leave them alone.
And so Ezeli nails both of them. Jazz trail by 3. Hill up top, guarded by Curry. Hill kicks to Gobert. Shot from 12. Off the left rim and out.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hill with it. He dishes it to Favors. Pick up by Hill. Favors passes to Hill. Hits from the high post. Now Durant. 26 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. With he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Diaw comes in for Derek Favors. Alec Burks checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dante Exum in for George Hill. Now here's Exum. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. McAdoo's checked in. Iguodala kicks to McAdoo. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. And the Warriors lead by 4.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Now, here's Burks. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Ezeli. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Exum, guarded by Curry. Puts it up. Exum's shot is off.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Now, here's Espn. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Withy. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Iguodala. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle. Does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
And the first one at the line is good. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Both good from the line that time. Warriors leading by 4. Iguodala outside. Misses the 3.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Passes it to Ezeli. To the middle. Durant laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 8 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And so here is Golden State following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. The open shot, Durant. Durant with another miss.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Iguodala dishes to Durant. There's the 3. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Durant. Iguodala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Espn. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach allowed me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Warriors leading by 4. Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's a screen. He feeds it to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Jazz trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Withy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially under on.
That drops.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Hayward. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Chicago.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
The Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Thompson outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And it's 8 points for Klay Thompson. Jazz trail by 3. Hayward passes to Withy. Back to Hayward. Out left to the wing. Burks kicks to Hayward. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Nice job there to shake free of the defense and then drain the J.
Here is Livingston. Defended by Hayward. Livingston, that's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Green. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
To the left wing. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. And Utah again with the bucket.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Livingston kicks to Green. The shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. To the inside, here's Withy. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Green dishes to Livingston. With the floater, he lays it in.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 8. Burks in the corner. Jazz passing it around. 5 to shoot. Hood kicks to Hayward. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now the feed to Green. Pass to Iguodala. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed, have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Utah calls timeout. Pachulia, who's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Burks. Exum with it. Pass to Hood. Shoots the three. The shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Thompson, and it's Golden State with another.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Utah's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Thompson. And Favors kicks to Withy. Dishes it to Hood, to the paint. Here's Favors. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Durant's checked in for Golden State. And so Favors nails both of them. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Curry passes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green. Jazz trail by 3. Now Exum. Kicks to Hood. Feeds it to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Green.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the score by Golden State. Favors with the screen. Exum with it. Picked up by Thompson. They set the pick. Hayward dishes to Favors. Nails the 16-footer. Favors has got 10 points in the game.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Durant just inside the line. Again, Durant missing. Jazz trail by 3. Hayward kicks to Withy. Right side Favors. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
The past few weeks, you can see how Utah stacks up. 6th in blocks, 10th in three-point field goal percentage. As far as steals numbers go, not very strong. Just the top 20 in the league.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
And he makes the first.
What a game for Favors. He has 11 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors. McAdoo comes in for Draymond Green. The Jazz also changing it up. Boris Diaz checked in for Jeff Withy. Johnson comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Hill in for Dante Exum. Now, here's Thompson. He had 22 points in the win against Toronto.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And Curry, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Utah trailing here. Johnson kicks to Hayward. From past the arc. The rebound by Ezeli. And it's the Warriors on the break. Good on the shot. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here's Diop. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. In the corner, it's Hayward. Baseline try. No luck. Durant with some nice D. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Thompson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Johnson for 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Now, here is Hill. Joe Johnson on the way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And checking out the numbers for Johnson. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet. He's been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Nash is checked in for Klay Thompson. Withey's checked in for Utah. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Warriors leading by 4. It's Durant on the wing. Lots of room. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Johnson against Durant. Shoots it up. Diaw with a wide open look. On the 3 off target. Golden State's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Curry passes to Durant. There's the dish to Ezeli. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hayward kicks to Hill. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the pass to Withey. The kick out to Hill. Here's Diaw. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Nash outside. He kicks it to Durant. Here's Ezeli, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Nash against Hill. Here's Diaw. Warriors with the rebound. Ezeli's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Goes up on the high post and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead. Utah's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Hill kicks to Favors. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here's Azili, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And Utah has possession. Hayward. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors ahead, leading by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, you obviously found your rhythm offensively. Tell us how you've gotten into that groove.
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game with an offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Kevin, thank you so much. Always a humble superstar, guys.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Everybody, it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets. The looks they've created have been high percentage. The ball is moving, guys are rotating. That's what got them those good looks, Ernie. And this is the reason they got that nice lead.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for...
Hee-haw.